Hi, this is Nasheen from Niren Associates Immigration Lawyers. You're watching a video about Canadian Experience Class applications for permanent residence in Canada. In order to be eligible under the Canadian Experience Class category, you must meet minimum requirements. You must be a temporary foreign worker with at least 2 years full-time or equivalent work experience in Canada, that's skilled, a foreign graduate from a Canadian post-secondary institution with at least 1 year full-time or equivalent skilled work experience. Your work experience must have been legal and more. For example, if you must not intend to live in the province of Quebec, because Quebec has separate applications for such. It's very important that your work experience be skilled. A key tip in finding out if your work experience is skilled is by visiting the National Occupational Classification site, the NOC site. If your work experience is a skill type 0, A, or B, then it will be skilled. But the key is not just that you think it's skilled. You have to be able to properly demonstrate that with a well-written job reference letter and other documentation. If you are a temporary foreign worker, like I said, with 2 years full-time work experience in Canada in a skilled profession, you will be assessed on 2 criteria. Work experience, again, I will mention it many times, has to be skilled, and your ability in English or French. And another important tip is the work experience has to be gained within the last 3 years of applying. Again, very important to remember the date that you applied and to go 3 years back for your work experience. If you are a foreign graduate, you are assessed on your work experience, which has to be 1 year full-time or equivalent, skilled in Canada, and your education. The work experience has to be gained within 2 years of applying versus the other, which was 3 years of applying. Again, like I'll say many times, has to be skilled. Many individuals think that because, let's say, they obtain a post-graduation work permit and they work in any position with that permit, that work experience is considered skilled. That's not the case. Like I said, very important to find out if it's skilled. Go to the National Occupational Classification site to determine that, or you can definitely call us and we can do an assessment to determine that for you. It's very important to consult with a knowledgeable immigration attorney to give you the proper legal advice in regards to that. And education has to be Canadian post-secondary education, not something like an ESL class, and it has to be within the last 2 years, or it has to be a 1-year master's program. Again, it's very important that you consult an immigration lawyer when preparing and submitting an application under this particular class. Documentation has to be prepared correctly, submitted correctly before an application has a good chance of being successful. For more information about this Canadian Experience Class application, CEC, contact us at the number below or email us for consultation. Thanks for watching. Take care.